Hello everyone, this is Raneen Ashour, and in this video I will try to analyze the supernatural element in a play called The Tempest by William Shakespeare. I will explain this topic and the story and how it's related to the events of the play. I hope you enjoy it. So The Tempest is a play, comedy or romance work written by William Shakespeare, which is one of the Shakespeare's best works. There are some protagonist characters in the play who use supernatural powers to defeat their enemies for a purpose. So it is a play full of magic. Prospero, the main character who uses magic as a supernatural force to regain his position as Duke of Milan. However, he is helped by his fairy servant Ariel throughout the play, whom he saved by using his magic and supported by other spirits. Magic is one of the supernatural powers which is very useful in Prospero's life as the protagonist in the play. But before we start, this is the content of the presentation. I will explain the story by giving a short summary, and then I will give a definition of the supernaturalism, and the last thing is a general discussion of the play. The play tells about the Duke of Milan, Prospero, and his daughter Miranda doing survival for their lives using supernatural powers. The main characters who use supernatural powers are Prospero and Ariel. Prospero uses his power to survive in the island and to retain his position as Duke of Milan. He uses magic and some other spirits to help him to revenge without harming the people. Supernatural power is used by some character and the story. This is a significant thing to discuss. Why? To make sure that supernatural power can be a positive thing to learn in literature. Long time ago, some people say that supernatural power is a negative thing and it can injure other people. But in this story, the supernatural power doesn't show that. It's a harmful thing, but a very useful way to retain the life of Prospero. Supernatural means something that cannot be explained by the laws of science. Supernaturalism contradicts with naturalism. There is a belief that they bring good or bad luck and fear of the unknown. The use of this element in Shakespeare's works is generally well known. Supernaturalism is an integral part of the structure of the plot. It provides a catalyst for action and insight into character and an argumentation of the impact of many key scenes. The main factor in which Shakespeare makes up the atmosphere of the island is around the supernatural. The magic of Prospero is based on the tradition of the alchemy with which he controls all that occurs in the island. Magic is the only tool that Prospero uses to exercise his power. But finally, Prospero will refuse his power because he gets the Duke of Naples for his daughter, so it won't be necessary anymore to practice that power. Shakespeare did not really explain why Prospero refused his magic, but he gave Prospero a godlike status to return to the world. Prospero is the central character of the play. He controls the action and ends it with the happy ending. He is not altogether like a likable person. He is like a turret when he is on the island to control everyone. He is not a very attractive or sympathetic character. In such moods, he becomes a terrible old man. Prospero has a supernatural power. He learned it by using his book. He increased his supernatural power in the island by learning the book and by helping some spirits which he found. To survive in the island, Prospero used his magic. Prospero and his daughter Miranda overcome many obstacles to survive in life. His surviving started from leaving the affairs of his Duke of Milan. which was managed by his brother Antonio, who was an ambitious man to become the ruler of Milan. In this island, Prospero starts to survive with his daughter Miranda, and he built himself a cell. After waiting for the time for 12 years, Prospero knew that the day comes. He used his supernatural powers to make his enemy come to him. He doesn't use his supernatural power for any evil purposes. He makes use of his power only to reach the best results. And finally, I picked the most famous quote from the play by the main character Prospero, which he said, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is a round with a slip." This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.